Sorry, Steve. Could you take your break a bit later, please?
Yeah, sure.
I should throw this right in your face, you cheating bastard.
You don't know what you're talking about, you
I know
that.
enough. I know that you left me and went running off to Meg.
Yes, I did, but not for the reasons you thought I did.
I'm not a complete idiot, Jim. I don't want to hear all the sordid details about what went on between the two
Could
of
you just shut up for a minute?
I will not shut up. Now, you have been using me. You've been getting what you wanted and laughing at me behind my back.
Using you? You've been the one that's been doing the chasing, not me. You're too possessive, Janet. I just had to get away from you for a while.
You...
Just listen to me. I had to have time by myself so I could sort things out. I knew that you'd keep ringing me at home or turn up there, so I went to Meg's.
And spent the night with her.
I explained to her that I had to have some time by myself. I asked if she could put me up for the night. She wasn't too keen at first because she happens to be a friend of yours and didn't want to take sides. Finally, I convinced her, and she let me stay the night in the spare room.
And that's all there was to it.
And that's all there was to it. So I hope that you've at least got the guts to go and find Meg and apologize to her.
Mrs. Morris, Mrs. Oh, I've been looking everywhere for you.
Well, now you've found me. What's your problem?
Well, there's no problem. It's just that Mrs. Davidson said I'm going to have to get special permission to go to Queensland for Laurie's wedding.
If your parole comes through, yes.
Well, there shouldn't be any problem about that. Mrs. Davidson said that all the reports would be okay.
So you're not going to mention that silly stunt with the rosters?
Oh, come on. They could never prove I was connected with that.
Well, I don't think there's anybody who had much doubt about it.
Yeah, well, I think Mrs. Davidson's going to overlook it.
Well, you're very lucky.
So I'm going to get my parole. Right?
No, that can't be taken as a certainty.
All right. If I get my parole, notice I said if I get my parole, do you think I'll be able to go to Queensland?
Well, you know, I have a friend in the parole board. I'll have a word with her and see if she can help arrange it.
Thanks, Mrs. Morris. I knew I could depend on you.
I only said I'll try.
Yeah, I understand that. Anyway, I have a really good feeling about this. It's all going to work. It's got to. I can't miss my own daughter's wedding, can I? And there's something else I wanted to ask you. I know I should have mentioned this to Mrs. Davidson, but I didn't think of it at the time. You think there's any chance I could get a half-day pass to go and buy something to wear to the wedding? I mean, I can't very well go to the wedding as the mother of the bride in jeans.
No, I don't suppose you can. Yes, I'll have a word with her and we'll see what we can arrange.
Terrific. And I'm hoping to get something really classy. You do think I'm going to scrub up all right, don't you?
Of course you will.
Would you please pour me another drink, Ernest?
Hang on a minute.
Hell with hanging on, I want a bloody brandy.
Look, you've had enough to float an oil rig. Don't you reckon you ought to call it a day?
I'll call it a day when I feel like calling it a day. Now give me another bloody drink.
Now, listen, why don't you go up to your room and have a bit of a sleep for a while? Then I'll give you another brandy.
I want one now, and I'm not going to budge until I bloody get one.
Well, this better be the last one. I don't have to put you to bed again.
I'm quite capable of putting myself to bed. What do I want to go to bed for? It's the middle of the bloody day.
It's a pretty big bill you're running up here. I hope you're flush.
Of course I am. No worries. I'm just a poor old lonely.
What was that?
I got no friends. I got no money.
Listen, you just told me you were all right for money.
I got none.
You've run up a hell of a bill here. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know.
What about that friend of yours you were going to contact?
I got no friends. All my mates.
You've told me about her before, remember?
Oh, yeah. Mara Desmond.
Couldn't she help you out with some money? Help you to pay your bill here?
Yeah. I've got her address here.
I'd try and find her if I were you.
Yeah. I'll do that. After I've had another drink.
Look, I can't serve you now. I've got to see someone. Kirk, it's Ernie here. Look, I thought I'd better let you know. One of the guests, well, she's not a bad old bird, and I feel a bit sorry for her, but she's been ordering drinks on the cuff. She's getting a bit soused, and now she tells me she's broke. Well, she says she's got a friend who'll lend her some money, but I think you better come down and talk to her yourself. Well, how can I keep her here if I can't give her another drink? Well, all right, but you better come down straight away, or she'll pass out on you. You won't be able to talk to her.
Where you going?
I'll tell you in a flaming minute when I find the address. Oh, it's gone.
Lost the address. Where you going?
Oh, it doesn't matter. I think I can remember it. It was a colour.
Huh?
The name of a street was a colour. That's right. White Street, number 21.
Okay. Do you mind closing the door?
If you're a bloody gentleman, you'd close it yourself.
I've never seen Brian so up in the air about anything.
Well, I hope she isn't too disappointed. She may not get to the wedding.
Yes, I know. But it's almost impossible to tell anybody not to get too excited about something. Anyway, she wants to look her very best for the wedding and was wondering if she could get a half-day release to go and buy something, a new outfit. I said I'd speak to you about it.
Oh, that will probably be all right. This afternoon.
Well, she'd be very grateful.
I see you're off duty then.
Yes, I'd offer to go with her, but Bob's written down and asked me to do some things for him this afternoon.
Oh, well, that's all right. Colin Powell can take her. There's something wrong with that?
No, no.
I know what you're thinking. Colin's changed lately, hasn't she?
Well, she's certainly a lot harsher than she used to be.
I've seen it happen to a lot of officers. Working in a prison seems to get at them after a while. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to have happened to you.
Well, not yet, anyway. At least the strike gave us a bit of a rest from this. Repetition's really driving me crazy.
Oh, it's better than being locked in our cells all day.
Yeah, if you want to rest in this place, you've got to have major surgery like B. Smith. You know, it's a pity they didn't make it really major and cut her bloody head off.
B worry you a bit, does she?
No one worries me. By the way, I made a few little changes to that racket you've been running here.
What do you mean? What have you done?
Like I said, just a few little changes.
Look, I set it up and I'm the only one who can change it.
Well, it's been changed. We're getting our payment in pills now.
Pills? Dope!
Nah, Smarties.
Look, it's my racket and I say how we get paid.
Well, I'm running things around here just now in case you hadn't noticed.
No, I hadn't. A lot of the women are still backing me.
Anyone backing Sandy?
You better get a bloody good grip of that press window, because if you fall off it, you might break something like your neck.
Hey, lady. Hey, wake up.
What are you doing? Mauling me.
God, I'd have to be desperate. There's no Myra Desmond at this address.
I told you, 21 White Street.
This is 21 White Street. There's no Myra Desmond here, and they've never heard of her.